So I've started to record. Is it showing? Oh. Hi everybody who's missing out on this video. For today's instruction. I don't know. Yep, so I got my water bottle that I was talking to you guys about yesterday. And usually I'll like elevate it and actually I might yeah, I'll elevate. Can you see? Yep. So I just spray the back till it's dripping wet. I usually do this outside because there's so much water. And then I rotate. La-di-da. So try to make sure it's all evenly wet. Yep. I can see in the light there's like some bits that are not quite sprayed wet. I know, it is, isn't it? It's a lot of water. That's what Peter just said, in case you guys hear this. Because Peter's here because he responds to my messages. Anyway. Alright. Ugh. I think I need a paper towel. Sponge that up. Because I'm dripping into my table here. And this is just a regular paper towel. And then place it down. The goal is not to actually get water on the surface. Anyway. Oh, and I sprayed that accidentally, which is fine, because what we do is we spray the back of that. Hopefully this will be fine, because I usually don't spray on the top surface. Anyway. And we just place it on those pencil marks, which I've outlined previously. To get the tape off at the end, you can actually get a paper towel and soak it in water first, and then place it over the brown paper and re-wet it, and then it will just peel off. However, that might actually make your paper bumpy again. So nowadays I just cut it off. I used to use the paper towel method to remove it, but you know, when you're stretching it to keep it flat, it kind of defeats the purpose if you're re-wetting the edge, you know. Yeah. So, oh yeah, and I printed out my digital drawing first and onto the watercolor paper. I use an Epson Workforce printer, which has waterproof ink. Very important fact, you need to have waterproof ink. I'm going to go a bit over the edge of this one because it needs to actually measure up. It needs to sort of cover half of the tape. Half the tape needs to cover the paper, I should say. Usually. Then we just rub the edges, make sure that there's no like air bubbles. Make sure it's totally flat. And the goal is to try to do this as quickly as possible too, otherwise it will start drawing different speeds and that can lead to it buckling off the board. Oh yeah, and the board I'm using is MDF board, which I have, what would you say, varnished, I suppose? Sort of like put a waterproof coat over the surface. However, these aren't that great because they're quite thin, so I probably should get a thicker board. And I really need to go to Bunnings and get myself, that's a hardware store, in Australia and New Zealand. And I need to get a thicker board, and it needs to be waterproof because Otherwise, the board will start bowing as well because you'll be affected by the water that you apply every time you paint. And I might just pat those bits that have the water on it because it might affect its drying. And also something to keep in mind is depending where you live, the humidity in the air can affect the way watercolor paints dry. So where I'm from, Western Australia, I found that things would dry out really quickly, and that was a problem. Whereas here in Melbourne, there's definitely much more humidity in the air, so that's better. Um, However, I imagine in countries that have a lot of humidity, that also can affect the way things dry when you're doing watercolor painting. Um, so you leave it as long as it needs to be dry for. Like once it's all dry, touch dry, and sometimes that can be overnight or it can be quicker depending on the humidity in the air. And best not to actually leave it, not to try to dry it with a hairdryer, because it needs to all dry at the same speed all over. Otherwise, you can get it kind of peeling off, buckling off, and leave that horizontal to dry as well, because water will, um, you know, pull down to the, like it will, so this is on an angle, so it will dry. You know what I mean, like the water will come down. Yeah. You know how water works. Okay. Now I'm going to put that away and let that dry. And hope you enjoy my video. Woohoo! Okay. And end.